My apologies, there's looked at my sheet wrong there. But yeah, they've been very lively from the start, Jamaica. There's an opportunity for them to add a couple more points here. Mason Campbell has been racking them up. He's been pretty good from the boot so far, so we'll want to continue in the same vein. A great start for Jamaica. He drills that one through. The wind has stabilised a little bit here. Yesterday was all over the place. It would go from one direction to the other. Right now it's been pretty stable today. We are beginning to get a little bit of cloud coverage, which I'm happy about personally. I'm sure the players are appreciating it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the neighbourhood, if you're in Kingston, Jamaica, we're down at UE, the Mona Bowl. Free admission, get yourselves down here. There's some fantastic rugby going on, male and female rugby. The boys under 19s and the women's 12-a-side competition. Jamaica on the field right now. They're playing again later on as well. Deep, heavy kick into the back, covered well by the Trinidad fullback. He tries to respond a little shorter this time. There's a lot of guys offside. Will they wait? Yes. Intelligent play. Jamaica, loose ball there. That's going to go to Trinidad and Tobago. Can they find a little bit of space out wide here? He steps inside, big collision, face to face at that point.
Not about to begin.
Good to see these boys really going at it in these tackles, really making sure they get these guys to the ground.
Trinidad boy, one of the Trinidad boys down on the ground.
Wait a second. Okay, now, yeah.
11, Jaheim Walton. Took a bit of a bump in that last collision. So we'll give him a moment to gather himself. The medical staff have been phenomenal out here all weekend. Quite nice. We've had minimal injuries, which is always a bonus. It is a contact sport, ladies and gentlemen, so we will have these moments where there's a bump.
There's a cut on his forehead.
Guys there will take an opportunity to get some water in. But while we've got a moment, Kevin, being in Barbados, I haven't had a chance to catch up with you yet this week. How's everything going in Barbados in terms of rugby? What have you been up to?
As with the rest of the Caribbean, it is a bit challenging trying to navigate the government protocols. But I would say we are right now set up to really get going again. It really does suck that COVID came through and really destroyed the momentum that we were making. But the thing about momentum is you can always pick it back up, right?
Exactly right. That's good stuff. I kind of follow it all on social media, and I see that you're really working hard. You're spending a lot of time in the Garrison Fields. Is that the correct the name for the place?
The Garrison Savannah. That is 100% correct.
Okay, cool. And then is it more youth rugby that you're trying to do in there, or is everybody using that same space and sort of keeping everybody in the same place?
Well, we do have the Garrison as our home, but we are making a plan, and this was the plan before COVID, to start to expand to get some rugby playing in different locations across the country. Encourage the kids from the schools around, or the kids that live nearby, to come down to the sessions and get some rugby in.
Nice. Okay, good stuff. So for those folks over in Barbados, I know some of you rugby fans will be watching, although Barbados is not participating in this tournament. Please feel free to share this site with your friends in other areas of the world, and make sure people are watching this phenomenal international rugby tournament. We've got a couple of boys games on right now, and then the women will be coming back to continue their 12s competition a little bit later. And we are going all the way through the weekend up until Sunday afternoon, when you'll find the finals of both competitions. Excited to see how it all pans out over the next 24 hours to see who makes those finals on Sunday.
Sorry.
So Trinidad and Tobago on the attack now. They're always coming from very deep because they know they've got that strength out wide. If they can get the ball to them. Trinidad and Tobago do have those rangy sprinters in various parts of the field, but their forward pack is not their strength, and sometimes they get drawn into this up front battle that they haven't been winning it over the last couple of games. So it's a game of tactics.
Always good to see my friend Clifton on the middle in the ref position, keeping on top of things and keeping things nice and safe.
It's kind of like your smaller brother. 7. Looks very similar to you.
Yeah, there've been rumors that we are brothers, but I'm not too sure about that one.
We won't go any further into that. No, but he's performed well. Very, very good verbalising what he needs from the players. I get to hear it here. I don't know if you guys can hear it at home, but the referee's done a phenomenal job this weekend of just verbalising to the kids what they're expected or what's expected of them. And for me, just very calm voice in the middle of the park.
Definitely. That's one thing about Clifton. You never hear his voice elevate. It's always at one level. Calm, cool, and collected.
Very, very, yeah, amazing referee. There's a lot of good referees, but he stands out for me. Just like this calmness that comes over him in the most stressful situation. Kids are, you know, the players are really into it. The intensity's high, and he's just in the middle of it, calming everybody down, diffusing situations, and educating the kids as well, letting them know what they've done, you know, maybe incorrect, and that's why they're getting a penalty against them. And moving on, it's great to see.
So just be with
Trinidad and Tobago looked like they may have figured out this line-out situation. That was a much better opportunity for them, but Jamaica did come away with it and aggressively going forward. The defence felt Trinidad and Tobago backing off a little bit and giving up a good 20 yards, forcing the offload there. The number 5 from Jamaica. Was that Jonathan Barnes, just forcing that. He'd done the work at that point. Go to ground, wait for the cavalry to arrive and recycle. You can play again now. You've got to go back for the scrum.
Yeah, I did play in this tournament years ago, but a long time ago. And I do remember the energy that you get. It's kind of hard to, you know, remember, hey guys, let's play together. Sometimes you get white line fever even from the 50 meter.
Yep. You want to do it all yourself at this age, especially with the boys. The testosterone kicks in.
Fine.
So Jamaica here with the put-in. Jacob Nicholson, the try scorer. The 8-man picks it up. Number 12, Rowlands, scoops it back. And again, Jamaica coming in almost the same area every time, a little bit diagonal, but releasing some space out here on the wide channel, dragged out of bounds. Jermaine Reed carrying the ball well, but gets shoved out by Trinidad and Tobago, so they'll have the line out.
Guys from Trinidad and Tobago gathering just to make a nice plan to make sure they execute this lineup as smoothly as possible.
They're making progress. It was ugly yesterday morning, but they're getting it together. It's a communication thing. It's fine practicing lineouts when you've got no opposition, but in a real game, it's very different, and they haven't had much opportunity prior to this tournament to maybe be in a more competitive situation. So they've been challenged here, but they are slowly getting better and better. That one not quite going to hand. So Jamaica will come away with it again. Jonathan Barnes again securing the ball. They love that angle, Jamaica, just aiming for the outside, maybe running at the inside centre kind of position. They feel like that might be the weak area that they can burst through. A lot of this Jamaica team, local boys mixed in with guys that they've brought in from the diaspora in other parts of the world. Some guys as far as the UK and Dubai playing for Jamaica, Jamaican heritage, some of them born here and moved away, but obviously proud to represent their country here, especially in front of the home crowd.
And definitely a good shout to have this game playing with your country to show your boys back at home. It's always a big deal for everyone to play for their country.
Yeah, I know my eldest boy's playing for the USA South this week, and he's amped at the opportunity, so I'm sure it's just the same for the Jamaica boys and Trinidad boys and anyone else that's out there representing their country. But here's the scrum half once again. Jacob Nicholson seems to funnel through him. 17, Matthew Mendes having another crack at it, taking his guys forward now. Some kind of a semi-maul that they've got going on at the moment. He's managed to get himself very close to that line. And try, Clifton, the referee, decides it's a try. Jamaica got on the board again.
Yeah, good to see referee Clifton right there to see it, to make sure that there were no hands in the way to stop anything from happening. Jamaica making sure they were clinical in scoring that try, getting the ball to the ground under control and coming away with 5 points. Let's see what they do with the conversion.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. There's a Jamaica crowd in the background making the noise that you can hear.
Kind of biased, yeah.
10-0 currently. Missed the earlier kick. There is again that breeze that's been affecting people. That breeze is going to pull to the right of the sticks if he doesn't get it right.
Youngster knows what he's doing, sorry. Checking the wind with some grass, making sure he gets his kick under control, and unfortunately it does pull to the right, as Gavin said. That wind really can mess you up.
Nope, they've given it. They've given it. They had
spoken too soon.
Yeah, they gave a little. They were chatting to each other, making the decision. It must have gone straight over the top of the stick, and they've allowed it. Excellent. So that takes them to 12 points to 0. Jamaica up. The local crowd happy about that. Making a fantastic amount of noise on the side.
That yardie energy, they like to call it.
Yeah, there's plenty of energy from these Jamaican teams here this weekend in their own backyard. Get yourselves down here if you're in the local area. We're in Ui in the Mona Bowl. Feel free to come down and check out the games for the rest of this weekend.
And come down with your energy as well to cheer on these boys. They will be glad to see you here too and hear you, huh?
Absolutely, certainly will. Campbell with the big boot, pinning Trinidad and Tobago back into their own half once again. Ferocious over the ball as well, and Jamaica have come away from it with ball in hand. Fantastic run. He's broke through the line. He's dragging bodies with him. Trinidad and Tobago may be coming away with this ball though. They're not gone in amongst that steal, so Jamaica will get the scrum there. Great position. That all came from the kick. Campbell putting them in good position. The boys chasing up, putting Trinidad and Tobago under pressure, and now they find themselves back inside the TNT 22. So that will be a scrum to Jamaica. About 10 yards out. They've put all of their backs on this near side, not the split attack which you might expect being in the middle. Campbell again is going to be directing traffic, but if it comes out clean, and they've gone on the short side. The 8-man's gone alone. He's got his scrum half following him, and that's the number 12, Ethan Rawlins, dots over in the corner. Jamaica dominant so far. Phenomenal try from Rawlins.
That was a great tactic by Jamaica, tricking the Trinidad defense, making them come across on the near side and attacking the far side, storming up the line and coming away with the score.
Yeah, he's taken the gamble that he feels confident he can at least get by the first guy. He shrugs off the scrum half, and then he's only got to beat the winger. That's a mismatch. An 8-man against a winger. Who's going to win that game? Great work.
I do have to say there are some wingers who will get the 8-man, but usually the 8-man does come away with the win there.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, phenomenal. Great work. So there's another one, Campbell, trying to attempt this time into the wind. He does like to drive his kicks quite low, so this might play in his favour because he's driving it into the wind basically. So his style of kick, if there's a chance of it going in, he would be the guy to get it. It's over. It's a great kick. He really did hammer it. He gave it a really good drive into the wind, and it hung for a little while. It seemed like an eternity, and then just dinked over. Beaut.
I have to say I'm really impressed with the kicking from these guys this weekend so far. It's very good. The level has really improved since the last tournament.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the kid, but the kid in Bermuda, he's been kicking very well. The USA South have been kicking really well. Jamaica again here. So Achin is going to have us restarting. Only one really chasing up there. And after a great try, he's knocked the ball forward, Rawlins. He'll shake that one off.
Unfortunately, that happens sometimes. You put all that energy into scoring and you come back, you may not be switched on immediately, and a slight error causes, the scrum here. So
absolutely. So we've got young Benjamin at 9 putting the ball in for Trinidad and Tobago.
See shoulders, yeah. Coach. Bind. Set. And hold. Both. Stop. advantage.
Big push from Jamaica, but Trinidad and Tobago come away with it. There's an advantage for Trinidad should they get stopped here.
Sorry.
Massive numbers in the ruck for Trinidad and Tobago, which means there's a lot of work for these forwards to do. Slightly heavier group in from the Jamaica boys, and there's a pod to work with. Jamaica defensive line moving up fast, sending the Trinidad and Tobago boys back, looking to work out wide. Tried to kick it out further rather than throwing it. Interesting.
Guys, you're driving too much. You're driving too much.
I think he was attempting a kick pass there, actually.
Over the top there. Lots of football players out here, I'm sure, in their other lives. Quite common for a lot of the Caribbean players to be playing multiple sports, soccer being a big one for them, obviously.
7. Come on! Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago have got themselves into a good position, kicked to the corner. Again, it's going to come down to the line out.
Get it up, you said.
Finally made a decision on what they want to do.
Let's see if they can pull it off this time.
Step in.
Nathan Mars to throw in.
Sorry, man. Alright, time off, guys. Change made ready.
One of the Trinidad and Tobago players not comfortable. Maybe got a knock to the ear and he's kind of holding the side of his head.
Time is off, guys. Wait for the whistle.
So we're going to bring in number 16, Ronaldo Blesson.
Change is good. Time back on.
And finally, Trinidad and Tobago come along with it. Oh, and it was a knock forward from the top of that line out.
Lost forward in the air.
Really unfortunate there.
Yes, it's your strong.
Really got to try to get two hands on it.
Sorry?
Stretch both hands across the line out for security.
Guys, please right straight ahead. Right, you hit it once then.
And again, a dominant Jamaica pack here. One thing that at the under-19 level, you're not allowed to push too far. There's a limit of a metre and a half, I believe. By doing that, I mean, I'm a front row forward, so I think it's a disgrace to the game. But I don't get to set the health and safety rules, right? Thankfully.
Thankfully. Luckily, these under-19s, we need to keep them safe. We want to keep them playing as long as possible. So we do have to change the game slightly, just to make sure it's more accessible for them at their level.
It's on the same channel.
Absolutely. And actually, it does give maybe the lighter team a bit of an advantage.
At least they know they won't be pushed all the way down the field. That would be pretty awesome to see, but we won't see it this weekend here in the boys' competition.
And I think most of the teams understand that now. Like in the beginning yesterday, a lot of them really didn't get it. I'm like, why am I not allowed to push further? And now the referees have managed to get a handle on it. So.
See again. Driving too much. Guys,
driving too much. You're too good at the scrum. You get penalised.
That's a hard way to look at it, but unfortunately, yes.
So Trinidad and Tobago get a reprieve.
The mark is on the 15.
I think they're going to get the tee. They're going to look to try and get some points on the board, which might make life a little bit rosier.
Right there.
Trinidad and Tobago taking the opportunity to try to take a penalty kick at the post. We'll test that kicking again.
He's got the wind behind him, so as long as he gets it the direction right, should be good.
It's probably coming really close to the half, so it'll be great for Trinidad to go in with some kind of points. So let's see what they do.
time, guys. I just want to in front row. Let me sing to your front row, please. Let me sing to your front row, please. Who's front row? Guys, I just want you just before driving up or driving straight.
So that's the half, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Jamaica in a controlled situation here, really dominating Trinidad and Tobago. But Trinidad and Tobago developing well throughout this tournament. Learning curve has been phenomenal for them. Jerome Puntip, I'm sure, is going to continue to work with the boys, figure out the little errors, try and improve once again.
Scrum or tap and go. It's 21-0. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, nothing to lose.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, the Mona Bowl. You can see the crowd there enjoying the day's events. Jamaica dominant in this first half against Trinidad and Tobago in the red and black on the right of your screen. Jamaica will be kicking off. Got a little bit of a breeze behind them. The weather has been warm early, but there's a nice breeze that's saving us. Got alongside me the wonderful Kevin Morrell from Barbados as my sidekick for this game.
Good afternoon now, I think. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, we're in the afternoon now. It's going to be a long one today. Got a good 10-hour shift today, Kevin, but always a pleasure to have you with me, mate.
Always a pleasure to be here with you as well, Gav.
So Trinidad and Tobago with ball in hand here. They're just up there at 22. Good solid kick to the pretty deep from Jamaica. Going sideways at the moment, Trinidad and Tobago. Support arrives well. Jamaica much more aggressive than Trinidad and Tobago at any contact. The captain, Cavares, getting lifted back into his 22.
It's available.
Put down safely. Ball is available, says the referee. Trying to work in pods, not getting much go forward, catching the ball static.
That's a rock back.
Again, Trinidad and Tobago coming away with this ball now. A deep kick, not quite taken cleanly there. He's let it bobble, went out just shy of the 50. The TNT fly half kicking nice and deep. Nathan Achum, he seems to be the man that they go to if they need to clear their lines.
It's always good to see at this age level the boys using some kicking. Kicking is a really important part of the game, but in the Caribbean, it's becoming a lot more prevalent than you see in the international arena. So let's see how far we can carry the Caribbean and improve our level of rugby and add some kicking.
Yeah, I think it's probably by nature it's a location in the world where they use their speed and just run the ball out as often as they can, because that's the strength, obviously. But as the game becomes more tactical and the guys become more educated in the rules and the laws and the tactics, then they're beginning to introduce this stuff, which is great to see. I love seeing the developments over the years. I've been doing this in your area, in your neighbourhood for a few years now, and it's nice to see the development over so many years.
Exactly that, the development. And realistically, I've been watching this tournament for a while now, and it is definitely getting a lot better and better and better. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next year when teams have a lot more time to get themselves ready and are coming out here ready to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Just need game time. These kids need to just be involved in the game more often, and just to keep themselves developing one day to the next. Even from just yesterday to today, I've seen some of these players develop.
Fine. Up, guys.
Clifton doesn't like that, setting themselves up incorrectly.
Take it there. Crouch. Fine. Set. Hold.
Benjamin, scrum half.
Advantage.
Looking to get it back there. A chin. He's looking to work wide. This is where Trinidad and Tobago have traditionally been strong. Getting the ball around the outside of the defence. Jamaica covered across well that time.
Give me the number, please. 1 or 3?
Saw something in the scrum, I believe, a little bit earlier on. So referee and AR chatting to figure out what happened back there.
Can you point them out? Do you have a number? Right there. Can't touch the direction up. Which one?
And there's a yellow card. They're just trying to figure out.
I think the referee said that's for driving up in the scrum, but let's listen and see.
Okay, thanks. Well, please.
So Jamaica front row forwards going to be sitting in the naughty boy box for a little while.
Guys, I just spoke to you about it.
Just for you guys at home who are not aware, when we do our scrums, we want to make sure those scrums are driving straight forward at a nice level. We don't want players driving up or to the ground, just to make sure things are nice and safe.
They want a scrum, guys. They want a scrum. They choose a scrum.
So there will be a scrum with one less front row forward, so Jamaica will have to make adjustments to make this work for them.
Natural overlap created. Let's see what Trinidad can do. Let's see if they can get it through the hands of their backs though and create something.
We'll see if Jamaica adds in an additional person to the scrum, then there's going to be a little bit of space out wide for Trinidad and Tobago to penetrate.
At this level, they have to add somebody to the scrum because remember, safety is key and paramount. So we always have to have 8 players in the scrum.
Yeah. Time off, guys. Change is coming. Up, guys. Stay up. Stay up. Stay up.
Here come. We must match number to the scrum.
So having that yellow card for a front row forward, you need to bring another front row forward in and make some adjustments. So that's what we've had to do here, so you can still use an 8-man.
Drive through, guys. Not up. Straight and not up. Coach. Bind. Guys, I just said about holding your body weight. No more resets. No more resets. Keep your body weight. Both teams, keep your body weight. No more resets. Next one's a penalty. Sorry. No, they're right there for. Coach! Up, guys. Need a number 8. Need a number 8.
Okay.
Somebody from the pack has to come. Somebody from the pack has to come.
Clifton, the referee, spotted that Jamaica don't have an 8-man right now, so they need to add one in, which is what we were talking about earlier. That's going to allow Trinidad and Tobago now to attack against a back line that has one less player, because that player has to go in at somewhere in the scrum to equal the numbers.
Time is on. Coach! Bind. Set! And hold yellow, hold. Yes.
And ball is in.
Stop now! Use it.
And here's the attack we're looking for. Trinidad Tobago with the extra man here. Can they take advantage? He's wrapped up there by the Jamaica defence. He's making some yards though. Finally to ground, close to the halfway line. Trinidad and Tobago are looking to work that short side with numbers, but Jamaica offside.
Probably getting a little eager there, trying to make sure to get back possession. And unfortunately coming with a penalty against Jamaica, Trinidad's ball.
I think they wanted to work a little bit quicker, couldn't get a ball quick enough though.
Stay behind.
Chim, the Trinidad and Tobago kicker, gives them an extra 10 yards, so they've got a line out here. Chipping away at the territory of Jamaica. Got to take advantage of that extra man that they've got right now.
Guys, just guys, speed it up. No long talking, just speed it up. Make sure you're not in fight. Step in, one step in. Yeah, good.
Referee Clifton Garrett marshalling this game, trying to make sure players stay on time. We do have a long day today, so we want to avoid as many delays as possible. So thank you, Clifton, for that one.
This lineup looks very tight. There's a lot of traffic in there.
Get down! Get down!
Early lifting.
Jamaica lifting early. So Trinidad and Tobago are going to get that ball. And the captain, Carvallis, galloping forward. Managed to go by one. Took 3 to bring him down.
Off the feet, play on! No, it's a knock on.
There was a knock on in there.
It was off the feet first, then knock on the floor. The knock on the floor. Scrum. Yellow scrum, yeah? It was off the feet first, then off the pad.
That player advantage should come in handy for Trinidad here. Just making sure that they move up in defense and try to deal with the Jamaican attack.
It's a great place to potentially isolate Jamaica if they can get up in their face, cause them a few problems, maybe a drop ball, but they've got to be aggressive with it. If they stay back, Jamaica will run all over them.
I'm sure Jamaica's feeling the pressure being in their 22, so close to their try line, so let's see what happens. Trinidad coming away with
Force up again, guys. Force up.
Okay, so there's an advantage there for Trinidad and Tobago. They're going to go at it. All the forwards have been daydreaming from Jamaica, so Trinidad and Tobago went to the top side.
Get out of there, tackler.
They folded around the corner. They've got pods waiting for the ball. Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, he's booted the ball away. That might be a mistake.
I think he thought he got away with it because he did it behind the referee's back, but little does he know we have assistant referees here with their eyes always open looking for your naughty behavior.
I don't even think he was conscious of what he was doing. He just automatically dropped the ball onto his boot and give it a kick. Nothing malicious involved. I'm sure it was an automatic reaction.
2 yellow. Who's number 2? Who's number 2? Number 2. Who's number 2?
I think the best thing you can do when anytime there's a referee blows a whistle, just put the ball on the floor and walk away. He's frustrated, but he's just made nothing malicious. I think it's just a silly mistake. Just drop the ball and give it a kick, not even thinking. But so obviously that slows down play for Trinidad and Tobago. Therefore, again another disadvantage, which causes more problems. Trinidad and Tobago have got to take advantage of this now and come away with some points.
That second yellow card gives Trinidad a 2-man advantage now in the 22 of Jamaica. It's going to be interesting to see if they can capitalize on this one.
Now, will the scrum now go to uncontested, because that's another forward, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Let's see what the referee does.
Send it near full back, please.
It'll all depend on if they have a front row replacement. If they don't have a front row replacement, then they would go to uncontested, but it seems like they do have a front row replacement, so it will be a full 8 for this scrum.
Well, the timing might be right here, because the other yellow card's about to come in.
Coach!
Yellow card from Jamaica returning there.
Time off. You can go back to
Number 5.
Those yellow card back on, right?
Yes, that's Jonathan Barnes is back in the game, so he's going to enter back into the scrum. So Jamaica have managed to chew up a fair amount of TNT's advantage time.
Set.
But TNT with another opportunity with an advantage. 1 player down for Jamaica, 14 against 15.
That's it. And hold. I'm happy with it.
The 8-man attempted to pick up, but he dropped it in the action. And again, Jamaica being aggressive at the counter ruck.
That was not forward. Contact was good. Contact was good. It was not forward.
Jamaica almost coming away with that ball. It came out of the ruck, spilled out, and Jamaica was on top of it, but unfortunately a grave error. Slight knock on, and the referee has to pull it over for another scrum. Trinidad gets 1 more chance.
How many is that? There's at least been 6 or 7 scrums down here inside the 22.
In the 22. Just moving across the field, really.
Justin! Give me a shot! Time off. Hold off the time on. No sling. You have to be in. You can't be sling. You have to be in. There you go. No sling yellow. You have to be in. You have to be in. You have to be bound.
Trinidad bringing in some fresh legs with that player there.
Coach!
So, interesting point there from Clifton, the referee. He's telling the boys not to sling themselves in at the 8-man. It's a common thing. I saw yesterday a lot of it. And it's a little dangerous. They prefer the shoulders to be connected to the butt of the second row forwards. That way create a more safe and stable scrum, less impact. And Achim coming this way, gives it to his winger. He runs out of territory. Jamaica closing the door one more time.
Trinidad unfortunately unable to capitalize on that opportunity.
Who's in front? Who's in front?
Not much flow to this game today, unfortunately. It's become very tactical and a slow game, trying to get all these set pieces done right. They managed to get it in. Jamaica come away with it this time. They're going to look to kick deep. Gets good connection with it. Hangs in the air. Gets to about halfway. Go over the back of the Trinidad and Tobago fullback.
And Jamaica players storming down to chase down that kick. Moving from 22 to 22, coming away with the ball.
Just literally stripped it from the young Trinidad fullback. Not sure where it is in amongst there now. It must be a Jamaica ball, I believe. The referee trying to find it in amongst there as well.
Tackle, release now, release it now, release yellow.
So it's a Trinidad ball. They're inside their 22. Jamaica is still continuing the counter ruck. And Jamaica are probably frustrated, but they haven't had much ball in hand for the last 15 minutes or so. And an attempted kick ahead, it hit somebody on the way through. Ball's bobbling, so this one's going to go Trinidad and Tobago's way.
Not bad for the game, guys. Just a knock on. Just a knock on. Not bad for the game.
Listen to Clifton, calm and cool. Just a knock on. Just a knock on. Let's go, boy. Absolutely love to hear him in the middle.
Spot an order? Oh,
Soothing.
I'm sure it helps the players too, you know.
You could put him in the corner of your bedroom in the evening, just have him chat and you fall asleep, nice and relaxed.
Roughly 6 minutes. Time off, guys. Time off. Make a mistake. Time off.
So another substitution coming in for Trinidad and Tobago. Darius Alain coming in.
Hang on, time is still on.
Get some time, get some game time. Last 5 minutes of this game, and then Jamaica making another substitution. Switching out one of their forwards.
Time back on.
Johnson Hins coming in. It looks like a flanker. Set of fresh legs.
Coach!
It's looking like we may get some rain, Gavin. That'll really change things up today.
Straight out.
It is about that time of the day, isn't it, as well? Just after the midday, it tends to come down with some kind of a storm. Typical tropical Caribbean.
Let's go, guys.
I guess that's the weather in the Mona Bowl.
That's it.
Yes, you can come through. Time off, guys.
I presume you've been here before, have you?
Roughly, yeah.
Years ago to play a match, but not any. No, only once. Only once.
One time for the men's team, or when you were younger?
No, the men's team,
Yeah.
the senior men.
Okay.
Jamaica. Ooh, that was a hard game. Let's just say I didn't make it all the way to the end.
Okay. 15s or
Yeah, 15s, and there were some hard boys coming in from Jamaica, man.
at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. Like the wind gets crazy different directions.
Guys, yeah,
So yesterday it was causing havoc with the kicking because some of the you can see the flags, they're going one way right now, but then 5 minutes later they'd be going in the other direction. It literally, I didn't realise they called it the Mona Bowl, and I was like, okay, it's just like in America they have that as a normal common name for a location, meaning the stadium, but here it's a natural stadium of mountains creating that bowl.
Keep your weight.
And I think is that the wind has been swirling in this bowl, huh? So it's kind of hard to be on top of the wind, so you have to pay attention at all times to make sure you know what's going on with that wind.
Exactly, it changes as the day goes.
I just spoke about it. I literally just spoke about it. Yeah, sure.
So they're playing quickly. Jamaica are
Leave your
going
hand. One has to leave your hand.
to. So many little errors here. They've got to release the ball from your hand if you're going to tap it.
Ball never left his hand.
That is unfortunate
Yeah, you
to
didn't know
lose
better.
that possession
You know better
there.
next time. Yes, it's up to you. You know better next time. Ball has to leave your hand. No. It's below.
We know that age where you get really excited and you
did.
make some mistakes. You know, as you get more experience, you get a little bit older, you start to think about it a little bit more, you make less mistakes. So
That's it. So Trinidad and Tobago get another attempt at a scrum.
Fine. Set. And hold. Hold. Yeah. Yes.
Ball's in.
Wonderful, guys. Wonderful.
Now we got some movement. Bounces over one. The Jamaican tackler didn't release. So Trinidad and Tobago, they want to play.
That's the mark. That's the mark. That's the mark. That's the mark. Yeah.
So Achim's going to go for a kick, try and get some territory position, get outside their 22. He's kicking into the wind, so you're going to have to drive it. And that's not good. Jamaica come away with it. Hands off 2, goes through a second one. Nice offload. This is the danger man. He takes them back into the 22.
You are tackled. You are tackled. You are tackled.
Tackle to the ground, you must release the ball. If you want to get back up, that's okay, but he has to release the ball first, get to his feet, and then pick it back up and move again. Referee Clifton on top of that one.
Kai Ditton is a danger man, but he makes these little mistakes every so often that slow his progress.
Time on. Time on.
Trinidad and Tobago, they want to play. They're fed up with kicking. They want to go run. Not a bad choice. If they can keep possession for a couple of phases, string it together, draw in some Jamaica defenders.
Stop now, stop.
Lifted him, kept the wrap, put him down safely. Nothing illegal there, that was correct.
Take him back.
A Chim attempting to kick again, but gets blocked. The Jamaica 24. Martin really quick. They've gone the short side as well. Now there's a bit of space, and that's the number 9 for Jamaica, Jacob Nicholson. I believe he was the one that scored early in the game. He's managed to dot another one down. Great awareness from Martin to find some space down this near side. A quick pick and go, and releasing the scrum half to get over in the corner and run it round to make the kick a little bit easier. Finally, Kevin, some life given back into this game.
Yeah, that one would have come from that Jamaica defense. That Jamaica defense was definitely putting a lot of pressure on Trinidad and Tobago, and coming away with the ball and capitalizing. That's it, capitalizing.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff. Jamaica finally breaking that little deadlock. We had a long period of time of just scrum after penalty after penalty, killing this game off, but the pressure from Jamaica. Let's see if we can get this kick over. Jamaica are looking pretty good right now. This game's going to get wrapped up in just a short while. Adding the 2 points, that's going to take it to 26 points to 0. Jamaica dominant in this. Trinidad and Tobago want to have another bash at it. If they've got time for another kick, they're going to take their team and see if they can find a space to kick this ball at. Young Joshua Grant leading the boys forward. A Chim trying to get them kicked off and see if they can get some possession here. It's just about the 10.
That was a lovely kick by Atum there, nice and short, putting some pressure on the Jamaica attack. And Trinidad and Tobago making sure they come forward to put that pressure.
Minute and a half, guys. 1 minute and a half.
Still some time on the clock according to the referee. He's the boss, so we seem to have gotten a better control of this scrum at this stage, so if we can get it moving along.
Bind. Set. Hold, both teams. And hold. Well done, guys.
Okay, much better. Jim looking to work wide. Trinidad and Tobago. This is where they can be strong. This is what they should be doing on every single play, but a massive tackle from Jamaica right in front of the home crowd. They've lost the plot over there. Super amped to see that tackle go in. Great work from Trinidad and Tobago to finally break the defensive line of Jamaica. And the response from Jamaica is a big hit.
Keep going.
A quick tap, and they go again. Trinidad and Tobago looking to burst through the line one more time. Working forward. Now they're working in pods. All of a sudden, Trinidad and Tobago decided to turn up to this game.
Put some good structure in. Let's see what happens.
Massive collision. The big boy, Rocky Halden Brown, turned that Trinidad and Tobago receiver to dust.
No advantage coming from that, so referee brings it back for the penalty for the offside.
An exciting sequence of phases just now.
When the ball is good there, that's it.
Watch him kicking into the wind. It hangs a little bit.
Let's have a line out.
It does go out, just shy of the 22.
Numbers 7. 7, guys. When the ball let's go there, that's it. That was the offside on you. That was you. Offside. You were in front. You were offside just now. That was you. Yeah.
Massive hit from Hallandine Brown, your number 2 for Jamaica. Love to be able to see that one again. It was all pretty legal from what I could see. Might be an argument that it was a second or two late, but great for the TV screen.
Referee Clifton Garrett saying that this will be the last of it. Trinidad and Tobago, you've got an opportunity at a line out.
Yes. That was nothing straight. That's it, guys. Last time.
That's the game. Jamaica come away with that dominant. Trinidad and Tobago back to the drawing board. They managed to slow Jamaica down for long periods of time. Stop their progression, stop their try scoring, but couldn't turn it around. Flashes of brilliance 2 or 3 times in the game when Trinidad and Tobago finally did try to push it out wide. But your thoughts on the game, Kevin? How do you feel that one went?
That's the Trinidad and Tobago I'm used to. Moving the ball and running the ball at teams, especially going out on the wing and really cutting through the defense. I can't remember his name. There was a youngster from Trinidad that played in the last tournament. Pretty jinky guy.
Jareem.
Yes,
I can't remember the last name. He's now playing with the men's, with the adults team now. He's aged out of this competition. Phenomenal player. Sort of very Pantor-esque style of player.
Definitely. Jinky moving the ball, making a mess for defenses.
Yeah, really hard to track. Great sportsmanship there. Both teams clapping each other off through a tunnel.
Love to see this. This is what we do in rugby. We love to cheer on one another. We love to play with one. Well, we love to play games against one another. And at the end of the day, whatever happens on the field stays on the field.
Exactly.
We come off and we are all good to go.
Exactly. Good friendships formed right here in these types of competitions, tours and travelling tournaments in the different countries. Even though a couple of niggly periods of the game early on with yellow cards, but nothing too untoward. Great to see it. You gotta love to see it.
Just caught a Trinidad player and a Jamaica player making up. It seems like they had some stuff going on in the game, but they come off, shake hands, and congratulate one another for a well-played game.
Plenty of love. Nice crowd we've got filling in now with supporters from other teams, and that's looks like the Cayman women potentially over there, is it? Or Bermuda women over on the far side. You've got the Jamaican women over there as well. And the local support, a few of the local university students in the neighbourhood coming down to visit us and watch games here. Stick with us, guys. We've got plenty more rugby to come today. More of the women's and the under-19s boys competition to view. Thank you very much, Kevin, for this game.
Thanks for having me, Gavin. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. We'll be back very shortly.
And we're back here at Mona Bowl in Jamaica here for day 2 action, Mexico versus Cayman Islands. I'm Kelson Figueroa, and with me is former national player Maria Thomas. Good day, Maria.
Hi, Kelson. We are reaching the halfway point of this day 2.
Status from yesterday, and again, Mexico led the way by Captain Emilio Sanchez, doing everything possible here. But his counterpart, Captain Alex Fox, will have something to say about it. Deep kick of the restart there. We're going to have it back at the middle here. Referee in charge is Richard Stagland, former Ghana Sevens player, very nifty player. We'll see, Maria.
Absolutely, and we're seeing him doing wonderful things in refereeing now. He's one of the refs you can count on to give great explanations for the calls, and it's been very helpful in this tournament, especially for the development of these under-19 players.
For all of you here viewing right now, Cayman in the bright pinkish color here. New kit from yesterday, Mexico playing in all